Good morning, YouTube. Today I'm back with another video. And before we get started, if you're new, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Get this video to 10 likes. And before we get started, I just want to tell you my goals for next year. One, I'm gonna upload videos every Friday. That may change, but I'll let you know. Two, I'm still gonna do collaborations. And three, my biggest goal is to have 100 subscribers. And also comment down below what other videos you want me to react to. Today, I'm going to be doing the court cam top 5 biggest courtroom mistakes.
This is the Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Center in Miami, Florida. And this is Eduardo Arama. Arama is supposed to be locked up inside said facility, but he's not. And that's a problem. The inmate did not escape. Instead, a paperwork error triggered his early release into the public on what just happened to be his 52nd birthday. It was a nice present, considering Arama still had just under a year to serve, linked to criminal mischief, probation violation, and shooting or throwing a deadly missile into a dwelling or vehicle.
52nd birthday?
A missile into a dwelling or vehicle. After realizing the mistake, authorities issued warnings to the public, including this wanted flyer. Based on Arama's criminal record, his accidental release was a serious situation. For nearly 3 days, there was no sign of Arama until he resurfaced in an unlikely place. On a Zoom call with the Miami-Dade Circuit Court. That's Arama, who, despite being aware that he's currently a wanted man, looks pretty relaxed from an undisclosed location with a friendly little pooch on his lap. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Broward County Court set up an easily accessible portal for remote hearings. Prior to his release, Arama had a hearing scheduled for today that he should be joining from inside the correctional facility. But instead, it looks like he's on the patio. Despite being wanted by police, he shows up for his hearing and is even a little early. At the time, the only other person on the video call is his attorney, Assistant Public Defender Fadia Salem. But after a brief conversation discussing his situation with her, he hangs up before the actual hearing begins.
Mr. Arama is a sentenced inmate. He is sentenced to state prison. He was released in error.
As you know, Mr. Arama was present. His video was working. Then he turned it off.
Ms. Salem, have you spoken with him about surrendering?
Judge, I have spoken to him. This is his only request. He has only but a few possessions left to his name and a dog. And he's merely asking for the court to give him a date to surrender so that he can find somebody to take those possessions.
Despite the fact that Arama is supposed to be in jail, Salem continues to make the case for a little more free time for her client.
Your Honor, he's not a flight risk. Answers the authorities' calls, appears in court on Zoom, is not at risk for a flight. We're merely asking for a day so that he can get his possessions to somebody to take care of.
But Judge Marlene Fernandez-Caravezos seems to think Arama's dog-sitting vacation has lasted long enough.
He's had that day, Ms. Salem. He was released on Monday. It's now Thursday. He surrendered today.
Eduardo Arama was taken back into custody the following day without incident. The Miami-Dade Department of Corrections issued a statement saying, quote, "Our review of the circumstances surrounding this inmate release is ongoing to include a full internal investigation." Now to Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
I'm surprised she's not freaking out.
Bond hearings with inmates held at the Broward County Jail. 25-year-old Brian Noval believes he's only been charged with battery, but the record reads differently.
You were charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, domestic violence battery. You're going to be held no bond, sir, until further order of the court. Thank you.
The realization that he's going back to jail starts to sink in for Noval.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, no, I'm not kidding you. That's the truth. You're not going anywhere. That's the truth. All right, thanks. All right, Suzanne
My
Walt.
charge was battery.
Oh, wow, I know, man. But that's the way life is. What did he say? Whoa. Hey, bring that guy back. So what did you just say when you walked away?
I called you a because you're...
Did you?
The charges I had yesterday.
Okay, hold on a second,
I had
sir.
a battery charge.
Sir, this court is inclined to hold you in contempt of court, and I want to know from you, give me a reason why I should not hold you in contempt of court.
I don't see a reason why you shouldn't, because there's not a reason this should be here.
Okay, sir, I find you in contempt of court for using that type of language with the court you just used. I'm going to ask you if you have anything to say before I pass sentence.
I apologize, I was out of line. I'm just upset because this is not what I was charged with yesterday.
Okay,
I was
sir.
charged with a battery.
I accept your apology, and I will sentence you to 60
At least he
days
apologized.
in jail. Thank you.
After getting hit with 2 months in jail, it appears the foul-mouthed defendant may have finally learned his lesson. Or
Can I take the back in?
maybe not.
All right, sir, hold it. Come on back. Come on back, sir. Sir, I'm inclined to hold you in contempt of court again. I'm going to send you to another 60 days to run consecutive to the prior 60 days. So now you're up to 120 days in the Broward County Jail. Do you have anything else you'd like to say? All right, sir. Thank you very much. You're done.
I didn't know you can do that.
Yes, he can, and yes, he did.
All right,
Even I know
He was
that.
actually
Even he's
released
a judge.
4 days
He can
later
rule
by the
whatever he
judge.
wants to rule. I mean, come
Now
on.
we move on to the Lake County Common Pleas Court in Painesville, Ohio. 32-year-old Manson M. Bryant is in court to receive a sentence for aggravated burglary, aggravated robbery, kidnapping, abduction, and carrying a concealed weapon, all stemming from a violent home invasion he committed with 2 others.
All rise. This court of common pleas is now in session. The Honorable Eugene presiding.
The judge handing down the sentence is the Honorable Eugene Lucci, whom Bryant has appeared before 3 previous times for different crimes. In the past, Bryant has had words with the judge during sentencing. This time around, Manson expressed remorse to the judge, saying, quote, "I've made a lifetime of bad decisions. I am truly sorry. I respect you, and I respect your decision. That decision is about to come down."
Court determines that his conduct and his criminal history shows that consecutive terms are needed to protect the public from future crime.
At this point, it's safe to assume that Bryant will be spending some time in prison, but just how much remains to be seen.
Court sentences you to prison on count 1, aggravated burglary, felony 1, for 8 years, and 3 years on the firearm specification. Court sentences you on count 3, aggravated robbery, for 8 years, plus 3 years on the firearm specification, for a total of 22 years. With
No, that's
credit
not.
for 231 days.
Well, that's not.
Courtroom, you racist. Courtroom, man. You racist as You racist as 22 years. Racist as
Remember when I said that you had a certain amount of remorse? I was mistaken. The court determined maximum imprisonment
You can see 2 people in the gallery trying to calm Bryant down.
Hey, take him out, please. Please take him out, please. I love you, bro. I love you, man. I love you,
So that's 28 years with credit for 21 days. All right, you can take them.
So I mean,
Bryant's
like, more than that.
outburst leads the judge to impose the maximum sentence allowed for his conviction. He'll now spend 28 years behind bars. Bryant plans to appeal the
That's a lot of
decision.
years.
The defendant has shown me that he has no remorse whatsoever, and therefore the court determines that maximum imprisonment is needed. He poses the greatest likelihood of recidivism.
Next up, we head to a traffic court proceeding in Sacramento, California. The court clerk is waiting on the defendant, Scott Green, who's appearing today for speeding and license tag violations. There he is.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Green?
Yes.
Yes, defendant Green is also Dr. Scott Green,
Oh
a
my
plastic
God.
surgeon.
Hi.
So he's in the middle of work
You,
while in
available
court.
for trial? It kind of looks like you're in an operating room right now.
I am, sir. I'm in the operating room. Yes, I'm available for trial. Go right ahead.
Okay, let me just briefly advise you that the proceedings right now, they are being live streamed on YouTube. That's because traffic trials are required by law to be open to the public. Since we're limiting physical access to the courtroom right now, that's how we're making them open to the public, okay?
Okay.
Streaming or not, Dr. Green is ready to go. The good doctor is sworn in and continues to multitask as he waits for Court Commissioner Gary
Oh
Lake
my
to get things
goodness.
started.
So, can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Officer Monroe, Mr. Green. So, unless I'm mistaken, I'm seeing a defendant that's in the middle of an operating room, appearing to be actively engaged in providing services to a patient. Is that correct, Mr. Green?
Yes, sir.
Commissioner Link seems a bit concerned about Dr. Green's setting and his ability to continue the hearing while performing a facelift on a patient.
Oh my.
I do not.
How can he do that?
Of a patient,
How does
if
he
you're in
not
the process of
mess
operating,
up?
put on a trial, notwithstanding the fact that the officer's here today. What's,
Sir, I have another surgeon right here who's doing the surgery with me, so I can stand here and allow them to do the surgery also.
Not at all. I don't think so. I don't think that's appropriate. I think I'm going to come up with a different date.
Yeah, please
not
do it for another day, because I don't see how he can mess up somebody's face like that.
Attending to the needs of a patient.
Looks like Dr. Green's plan isn't going over so well with the court.
I apologize, Your Honor, to the court. Sometimes surgery doesn't always go as
The court,
efficiently as we
it
hope.
happens. We want to keep people healthy. We want to keep them alive. That's important. Thank you. Okay, you're both free to go now.
Although the Zoom received plenty of attention from the media, the original court business was resolved. Dr. Green paid his fines just a few days later. Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam. Subscribe to A&E to never miss a new sentence. Is the Honorable Eugene Lucci, whom Bryant has...
So she lost a lot of money then. Go back right there. Yeah, pay those lawyers. That's all I
Thanks
gotta
for being
say.
a fan of Court Cam.
That's
Subscribe
crazy.
to A&E to never miss a new video and catch full episodes on aetv.com.
Alright, that's the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Get this video to 10 likes. And also comment down below what other videos you want me to react to. And my favorite one was the first one. I forgot his name. But he got out of court because of his 52nd birthday. That was funny. I'm like, how? You know? But the one I didn't like was the one with the guy was cursing at the judge, telling him a racist. That's not a good idea to say to people because it's really not nice. And yeah. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Comment down below which courtroom mistakes are your favorite and which ones are it's not your favorite. And yeah, see ya.